Life for Mind presents.
Ever wondered what men find unattractive in women? Welcome to the discussion about perceptions, miscommunications, and the subtle intricacies of attraction. Today, we're diving into 11 points that, according to studies and surveys, men generally find unattractive in women. From confidence levels to authenticity, we're covering it all. But remember, this isn't about altering your true self. It's about understanding perspectives and enhancing communication. Don't worry, this video is not about changing who you are, but about understanding perceptions and improving communication. The first thing on our list is lack of confidence. Now let's clarify something here. Confidence isn't about boasting or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about knowing your worth and not being afraid to show it. It's about standing tall, not because you're superior, but because you respect yourself. Men, like anyone else, are drawn to this kind of positive energy. It's not about being overly confident or arrogant. That's a different ballgame altogether. It's about having a healthy level of self-esteem. It's about knowing that you're good enough just as you are. Lack of confidence can be a turnoff because it often comes across as insecurity, self-doubt, or even self-loathing. These are heavy burdens to carry in a relationship. They can drain the joy and spontaneity out of interactions and turn even the simplest of discussions into a minefield of potential slights and misunderstandings. Remember, confidence is attractive in both men and women. Next up is negativity. Now, we all have our off days where the world seems to be against us, but imagine being around someone who is constantly under a dark cloud, always complaining or seeing the glass as half empty. It can be quite a downer, right? This is why constant negativity can be quite unattractive. It's like a dark cloud that lingers, casting a gloomy shadow over everything. It's hard to enjoy a sunset when someone's always pointing out the impending darkness. Negativity can also translate into pessimism, where every situation, no matter how promising, is seen through a lens of doom and gloom. This can be exhausting, not just for the person who is negative, but also for those around them. However, don't despair. The good news is, we can choose our outlook. We can choose to see the silver lining, to find the good in the bad, and to stay positive. Remember, a positive outlook can make a huge difference. The third point is being overly materialistic. Now, there's nothing wrong with liking nice things or wanting to live comfortably. We all do. But when material possessions or wealth become the center of one's world, it can be unattractive. Men, like anyone else, appreciate depth and substance in a person. They want to connect on a level beyond what money can buy. Imagine a conversation that revolves solely around the latest designer bags, shoes, or the most expensive vacations. It can feel shallow and one-dimensional. It's like trying to build a house on sand. It just doesn't hold up. Instead, appreciate the non-material aspects of life. A beautiful sunset, a good book, a hearty laugh, an engaging conversation. These moments are priceless and often create deeper connections. Relationships are about more than just material possessions. They're about shared experiences, values, and understanding. It's all about balance and appreciating the non-material aspects of life as well. The fourth point is lack of ambition. Ambition, you see, isn't just about the drive to climb corporate ladders or amass fortunes. It's about having goals and a sense of direction in life, a desire to grow and become a better version of oneself. It's about the passion that fuels your pursuits, be it mastering a new language, honing a hobby, or even nurturing a garden. It's about not settling for mediocrity when you have the potential for greatness within you. Ambition is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous quest for knowledge, self-improvement, and personal fulfillment. When someone lacks ambition, it can sometimes come across as complacency or lack of motivation, which can be unattractive. It might even give the impression of being uninterested in life's many opportunities. Remember, ambition isn't about being restless. It's about being relentless in your pursuit of personal growth. Having goals and striving towards them can be very appealing. Next on the list is poor listening skills. Picture this. You're pouring your heart out, sharing your thoughts, dreams, or maybe just how your day went, but the person you're talking to seems disinterested. They're constantly checking their phone, their eyes are wandering elsewhere, Or worse, they interrupt you mid-sentence to talk about something completely unrelated. This can be incredibly frustrating, right? Well, it's the same for men. When they feel like their words are falling on deaf ears, it can be quite unappealing. Attentive listening is more than just being silent when the other person talks. It's about showing genuine interest, asking relevant questions, and giving appropriate responses. In essence, it's about making the other person feel valued and heard. So, if you often find yourself zoning out when a man is talking, or if you habitually switch the conversation back to yourself, you might want to reconsider your approach. Good communication is key in any relationship. The 7th point is lack of independence. Now let's unravel this a little. Nobody wants to be with someone who can't stand on their own 2 feet. Being overly reliant can put a strain on a relationship, and it creates an imbalance that can be quite unattractive. But wait, independence doesn't mean you have to be a lone wolf. It's not about doing everything by yourself and shunning help or companionship. It's about having your own interests, passions, and life outside the relationship. It's about being able to make decisions, solve problems, and manage your life effectively. Imagine if you were a painting. You'd want to be a masterpiece, complete and beautiful on your own, but still capable of adding value and beauty to a gallery when placed next to other works of art. That's independence in a relationship. And guess what? It's attractive. It shows strength, character, and a zest for life. So, embrace your independence. Independence can be very attractive. Next, we have not taking care of yourself. This is a broad yet crucial aspect that can unfortunately make you less attractive in the eyes of others. It involves neglecting your health, hygiene, or appearance. In terms of health, it's not just about maintaining a slim figure or being physically fit. It's about leading a healthy lifestyle that includes a balanced diet, regular exercise, and proper rest. Your vitality and energy levels can make you more appealing and attractive. Hygiene, on the other hand, is non-negotiable. Bad breath, unkempt hair, or dirty clothes can instantly turn off anyone, not just men. It's not about expensive grooming or high-end fashion, but about basic cleanliness and neatness. Lastly, appearance. It's not about looking like a supermodel or movie star. It's about presenting yourself in a way that shows you respect yourself and value your own image. So, ladies, don't neglect these aspects. Remember, self-care is important. It reflects your self-esteem and how you value yourself and others. The 9th point is lack of respect. Let's dive into this one, shall we? Imagine you're sharing a story, but you're constantly interrupted. Or perhaps you're belittled for your opinions or feelings. Not pleasant, right? This is the reality when disrespect comes into play. This lack of respect can show up in many forms, perhaps as constant interruptions during a conversation, belittling comments that undercut a man's confidence, or simply not considering his feelings when making decisions that affect both parties. It's not about always agreeing with him, but it's about giving him the space to express himself and valuing his input. In essence, respect is about recognizing the other person's worth and treating them accordingly. It's about honoring their boundaries, listening to their thoughts, and appreciating their presence in your life. Remember, respect is a two-way street. It is not just about how you treat him, but also how he treats you. Respect is fundamental in any relationship. The 10th point is being too clingy. Let's face it, we all enjoy the feeling of being wanted, right? But there's a fine line between showing affection and being overly attached. When someone becomes too clingy, it can feel suffocating. It's like a leech that just won't let go, sucking the life out of the relationship. Being overly dependent or needy can be unattractive because it can signal a lack of self-confidence or fear of being alone. It's essential to remember that in a relationship, both parties should have their own lives, interests, and friends. It's not just about spending every waking moment together. Instead, it's about complementing each other's lives, supporting each other, but also giving space when needed. After all, absence makes the heart grow fonder, right? It's about finding that balance between showing your partner that you care about them and respecting their need for personal space. As we move forward, remember, balance in a relationship is key. Last but not least, we have not being genuine. It's human nature to want to put our best foot forward, especially when we're trying to make a good impression. But there's a fine line between showcasing your best side and pretending to be someone you're not. Trying to fit into a mold that isn't you can be exhausting, and often it's transparent to others. It can be unattractive when people sense that you're not being authentic. The truth is, genuine people are the most attractive. They're comfortable in their own skin, they embrace their quirks, and they're not afraid to show their true colors. They're not trying to impress anyone, they're just being themselves, and that's incredibly appealing. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to be attractive. You just have to be you. Authenticity breeds attraction. It's about being real, being honest, and being true to yourself. Because at the end of the day, being true to yourself is always the best approach. So there you have it, 11 things that men often find unattractive in women. From lack of confidence to being overly materialistic, from poor listening skills to not being genuine. Yet remember, we're all unique, and these points won't resonate with everyone. Some may even find these traits attractive. What matters most is being authentic, embracing your individuality, and seeking someone who values you for you. Remember, the most important thing is to be yourself and find someone who appreciates you for who you are.